Hello and shalom, everybody on YouTube. Thank you for joining me. My name is the Sparkle Queen. My real name is Angel. Please like, share, comment and subscribe if you're new here. Today's topic is about kingdom spouse. I want to talk to you about kingdom spouse because this is a topic that I was having with a conversation with the Lord this morning, and this is what he put in my heart as the topic of conversation. I always only talk about topics that I feel is led by the Holy Spirit, and I won't just make a video for the sake of making a video, but that's just who I am. Anyway, so let's talk about kingdom spouses, because there are many chosen ones out here that have still not met their kingdom spouse. But I want you to know that you have a kingdom spouse. When God created you, he created your kingdom spouse. We come in pairs because it's about spiritual energy. There's a male energy, there's a female energy, and wherever we are, our kingdom spouse will not be very far from us. Your kingdom spouse could live 4 miles from you, you just have not met him yet, but everywhere you go, best believe your kingdom spouse will follow you. In fact, even if it's in another country, there'll be something that would lead him to come to that country that you are in, whether you're a woman or a man, and boom, you meet your kingdom spouse. But there are many of us that still haven't met our kingdom spouse. Now, there are so many multiple reasons why we have not come into contact with our kingdom spouse, and that is because there are some aspects maybe about ourselves or our kingdom spouse that needs tweaking before that can happen. One is that when you are walking with the Lord, or you're new in the Lord, or you're not spending enough time with the Lord, there may be some changes that you may need to make from the world into your connection with the Lord, the Most High God, higher. Those changes could be that you may need to work on your anger, you need to work on your finance, you need to work on self-love, you need to work on self-worth. And you are not looking for those things, those qualities in somebody else that you do not possess yourself. When you meet your kingdom spouse is ready. And when I mean ready, I mean you do not have to do anything to put them together or put them on, you know? Your kingdom spouse and you will be in alignment with each other. And even if you find that you're behind somewhere and they are in front of you in certain aspects, maybe how they do things, and you will change to match your kingdom spouse, or they will change to match your level of your standard when you come into alignment. I want you to know that when you meet your kingdom spouse, there is nothing hard about that union. You do not have to try to impress them. You do not have to try to buy their love. You do not have to try to go out of your way to say, hey, I'm here, because they will notice you regardless. It's like an invisible magnet that draws you both together when you're in the same room and you've never met each other, but you spot each other and automatically you're getting closer and closer before you start a conversation. I want to say your kingdom spouse may not be perfect, but he will be perfect for you. Another thing I want to say why some people haven't met their kingdom spouse is because they are still in the world in the way that they dress, that worldly ways. Your kingdom spouse is not looking for a mate, he's looking for a wife. If you are somebody that's still dressed like you're in the world, and you may wear the most sexy, provocative clothing, or you have to wear a certain set, let's not go through it, because it's not about condemning anybody's dress code, because it might be something the way you've always dressed, but that might also need retweaking to attract the kingdom spouse. There are ways of dressing that is appropriate for the Lord, and there are ways of dressing that is appropriate for the devil. Now, when you meet, if you're dressing how you was dressing before you was chosen by God, before God came and knocked on your door and said and gave you favor to be with him in his kingdom of heaven, then that may be something that also needs to change. The Lord loves us. We can never get a greater love than him. Your mother can't and father can't give it to you. Your brothers and sisters can't give it to you. Hey, your friends can't give it to you. But when you come into that connection with the Lord, he gives you love. It's in abundance. He gives you joy. He blesses you. He always wants to bless his children, especially his children that are obedient to him, whether it's in business, in money, or with a kingdom spouse. But your dedication on your journey is equally important. Your self-motivation is equally important. And just like Lot's wife, who was in Sodom and Gomorrah, it was a wicked city. The Lord destroyed that city, but she still wanted to go back. She left that city in favor of Lot because of his dedication to the Lord. So she won her favor through her husband. We make sure that we are the Lord wants to make sure that we are unequally yoked with the wrong kinds of people. He doesn't want us with the wrong kinds of people. He wants to make sure that we're with the right people, and that is what the blessing is. When we have when we meet our so-called kingdom spouse and he comes along and we're not 100% sure, we take it to the Lord and we say to the Lord, Lord, is this the one? And he will give you some form of confirmation. Even if you have to pray to him more than twice, still keep praying and saying, Lord, is this the one? Is this my kingdom spouse? You will get your confirmation. But truthfully, it's a spiritual connection that is not in the carnal. It's a spiritual connection that comes from the heart, that is all knowing. And you will be literally like wanting to get married within 6 months of knowing each other. You'll probably be talking about weddings and planning a wedding within 6 months of knowing each other. Things can move that fast. Your kingdom spouse may not be with you also because he could be in a marriage, or he could be with a previous partner and there's children there, so there's complications. So maybe he hasn't left that person yet. You could be in that same position. Those things are really blockages actually of meeting your kingdom spouse. Also, the Lord wants me to tell you that some of us that are chosen ones still need to understand the spirit of Jezebel, or control, which is controlling, the spirit of the marine spirit, or the spirit of the incubus and the succubus. These spirits can cause dysfunction in your marriage. Every connection and every time you spend with the Lord is so equally important to yourself. And that's what I love about the Most High God, Ahaya, that even though you spend that time with him, he is building you up, your autonomy up, to make sure that you are strong within yourself and you understand yourself and you understand what love is through him. So therefore, when you meet the right person, or when the person comes along, you know exactly what you're looking for or what standard you're looking for. It raises that standard to the point that you know you don't want anything less. And it's not about being too picky, because your kingdom spouse may not be perfect for everyone, like I said, but he's perfect for you. It's just about raising that bar and knowing that you will not settle for less. So when we look at ourselves and we as chosen ones, and we are single, we need to look within and take that to the Lord, pray to the Lord and find out, say to the Lord, because there are angels that are a minister to us that we don't use, and say to the Lord, please give me revelation, or give me, in your prayers, give me, revelation is what I'm looking at. Revelation, or let me understand, or give me knowledge and understanding and wisdom about these situations, because these are potentially all the things that make up a potential marriage that can either falter that or make it strong. But the truth is, it is an easy relationship. You and your kingdom spouse will be in harmony. You and your kingdom spouse will feel like you've met your soulmate. And let's not confuse soulmate with twin flames, which is demonic, or what's the other one? Kingdom is twin flame and soul tie. Those belong to Satan. Your soulmate, which is the other half of you, is what is ordained by God, and which is the negative, the positive energy. No, it's not a positive negative. It's a feminine and a masculine energy that is created at the same time, which follow each other throughout life. Now, Your kingdom spouse may be around you. You may have met your kingdom spouse, and some of you chosen ones have actually met your kingdom spouse and just don't know it yet. Some of you may have met your kingdom spouse, but because they do not look the way you want them to look, you have rejected them. But, you know, those are the ways of sometimes being in the world and, you know, having a certain standard of the world. Some of us haven't met our kingdom spouse yet because we still need to take that assignment. And a round of applause for anybody that has already met their kingdom spouse, because it shows that you have taken your assignment seriously and the Lord has given you favor and handed you your kingdom spouse. Because one thing about the Lord, like I said, he loves us. He doesn't ever want to see us without. He always wants to see us have the things that are entitled to us, and there will be spirits out here that will be blocking that. And therefore your work with the Lord, the assignments that he sets you up to understand when these things are attacking, these spirits are attacking you and making sure that they block your blessings. Look, I am the Sparkle Queen. I could go on, but thank you for joining me. And like I said, for those that got their kingdom spouse, I wish you all the best. And for those that are still looking, keep working with the Lord, build yourself up, take this information, what the Lord has shared with me, and go seek that for yourself. Okay. All right. I'm out.